Hey guys, this is Storm. I just wanted to throw a quick review for the new Razer Onza controller for the Xbox 360. For those of you who do not have it and were kind of on the fence if you want to pick it up. Hopefully this answers some of your questions. Of course I got to show off the cool IGC background I made for my 360. Yeah. Alright, this is it right here. Basically, this is the tournament edition. I picked it up at work for about $29.99. Of course, you know, Best Buy employees, so we get pretty sick discounts. But it feels pretty comfortable. I'm actually really surprised. The one things I've noticed on it so far that I seem to like are the tension joysticks. Now, these right here, you can actually turn and adjust the amount of tension on the joysticks. Now, if you want to turn them, they can be really, really loose, so you can sit here and do it normal. Now, if I want to go ahead and tighten them all the way, sorry, I've only got one hand and a flip video camera, so it's kind of hard to do. I've noticed that when I do this, it's a little tighter. It's not exactly as loose as it would be, so this actually helps me get a little bit better control when I'm playing Call of Duty. I've noticed some of my aiming, especially with the sniper rifle, has been a little bit better. And of course this works for both joysticks. Now I do like the dedicated D-pad. It seems like it's pretty accurate. You know, it's dead on, so if you want to hit left or right, up or down, you're not really going to hit one of the other ones by accident. The light up buttons here, they're mechanical buttons. They are not they don't use that membrane that the regular 360 controllers do. And I mean, they're like really, really accurate and really easy to use. That's one thing I was actually kind of surprised about. Like, you can barely touch them. I almost thought you could cough on them and they would hit automatically. And they're really low profile, if you can see right there. The triggers, not much different in response time than the 360 controller proprietary by Microsoft. I've noticed a little bit that it seems like maybe it's a little faster response, but maybe that's just because of wired controller. The remap buttons right here, you got your lower left bumper, right bumper, and then the two upper buttons right here for your remapping. Now, what I did for Call of Duty is I made this button right here my crouch button, and I found that crouch firing is a hell of a lot easier because I can keep both thumbs on both of these joysticks, hit this to crouch, and still fire at the same time. Now, this button right here I actually made for my knife button, so I don't have to constantly mash down on that joystick right there to do knifing. The one complaint that I have about this controller is the simple fact that when you've got the tension turned up on this joystick, when you push to run, sometimes it works, sometimes it just does not want to work at all. I don't know if that's just this controller or the way they engineered it, so I'm not too sure if that's going to happen to y'all. Now, there is an easy way to fix that. Any of the buttons, A, B, X, Y buttons, you can actually remap to these button locations right here. You can actually remap the start and select buttons to one of these two as well. And the cool feature, the push-in functionality here, you can remap. So if the running is an issue, you can always remap them. Now, I have to remap pretty much for every game that I do. I've noticed that what I use in Halo is not going to work on Modern Warfare 2 and is definitely not going to work on Black Ops. I haven't really tried anything for Homefront yet. I'm kind of anxious to see what I can do with that. Now, the remapping is actually pretty easy. Here's the remapping. Now, when you push that right there, it's going to tell you basically, well, it's not going to show up real well, where your buttons are mapped out right now, both on the left and the right. To map them, it's really easy. Hold down this button and select one of these buttons over here that you want to remap. And basically that's going to remap that to that bumper right up here. And some people were complaining that, well, you may accidentally hit this one to that one sometimes since they're close together. I found that's not really an issue. I've played Halo last night. I was throwing grenades and everything fine with this, and if I wanted to melee, I could melee, and then I could use this for jetpack since I use bumper jumper, and it seemed to work out really well. The texture on it is like rubberized, even though it's not really rubber. The joysticks kind of feel like the new Charge and Play Kit 360 that you get that has the adjustable D-pad. They're really comfortable. I don't have any issues with that. I do like the paint job on the outside. The little design there they have, that's actually pretty cool. You have Astros. This thing fits so snug into this little hole that it just does not want to pop out at all. Now, it is wired. It does have a braided wire on the controller, and when they are not joking about 15 feet. I'm not kidding you. I'll take you down here. I had to pretty much wire tie this because that's just way too much cable to go into the 360 right there. I mean, that's just a lot of cable that I didn't want strung everywhere. And, you know, that's cool. You can pretty much use this with your PC, Xbox 360, whatever you want to do with that. I haven't tried it on PC yet, so I'm not sure exactly how responsive it is, since you're going to be using the 360 drivers for the controller. So I'll have to give that out and see what that does. And of course, yep, there's my new paint job. I'm loving it. So far, I mean, honestly, I like it. I only have that one minor issue with the running in COD, but if you want to pick it up, it is, I think, $49.99, and Best Buy is now carrying them in case you can't get them off the website. I got one yesterday. I'm not sure how many your local stores would have, but they do have them on the Best Buy website, so you can get them directly from there. So this is Storm signing off. See y'all later.